Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. We watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to the fall update of our 2016 motorcycle helmet gear guide at RevZilla.com. In this video, I'm going to break down the best motorcycle helmets that were late or mid-year additions for 2016. Now, if we look at this video, we're talking about the best in performance, application, and value, and we're evaluating that through our lens of riding, research, and expert opinion, canvassing the entire motorcycle industry. Now, we're going to start the video talking about brand new models, but if you want to skip ahead, you can click our menu and skip into our subjective take on the best new graphics for the fall of 2016. And remember, you can always click the info button, check out the full collection, watch detailed breakdown videos as part of our larger guide series at RevZilla.com. Now, first up on the table, kicking off best new fall helmets in this update for 16 is the Shark Squall. For years, we saw this in Europe. It's finally made it to the States. This is around a $250 sport touring helmet that raises its game through the use of LED rechargeable technology at the chin, at the chimney, and at the spoiler. On, off, or blinking and fully rechargeable. Couple that with a drop-down sun visor in a helmet that's not going to break the bank. We love this for sport riding, guys that ride a lot of miles or gals, and really sport commuting. Intermediate and oval in its head shape, that's the Shark Squall. Now from high tech, we move into our next helmet, and this is going to be low tech. And low tech to me is throwback, but you're not sacrificing on the protection. This is the brand new Simpson M50. They're the first to really come out at a premium level around the $300 mark with a 1970s inspired retro helmet. Now, fixed gears, rejoice. You're looking at a helmet that's fiberglass, 2 pounds, 10 ounces, intermediate to neutral oval, a little bit wider in its head shape, removable peak, and you see that grille. Basics, meant to be worn with goggles. People are going nuts for this, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a handful of other manufacturers roll out with similar helmets this fall, but Simpson's coming first to market. Simpson's going to be in stock this fall. Simpson makes the gear guide. Now, moving right along to the middle of my table, and remember, you can click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, debate me on my picks, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on this fall update to our helmet guide. Now, middle of the table, brand new entrant to the helmet market. We know Liat from their braces. This is the Liat GPX 5.5 helmet. Very, very technically sound within the dirt market, competing at the premium end, coming in around the $400 mark, intermediate oval, but it makes the cut because of the construction. It's now using what they call the Turbine 360 system, which is another energy management system for rotational forces to compete with Bell, to compete with 6D. You're getting an EPS, which is now injection molded to the shell, allowing you to streamline the size. It's still going to be close to that 3 pounds, if not slightly under mark. And the other thing is the ventilation scheme. We've never seen vents like this. So when you watch a detailed breakdown video, make sure you check this out if you're really thinking about that next level of protection and performance in off-road riding. This is the Liat GPX 5.5 that really blew us away and came out of left field for the fall of 16. Now, staying in our dirt theme, but now crossing a little bit more into the on-road world, this is the Klim Krios. Klim's been doing helmets for a while. They very much have upped their game this season with a handful of new releases. The Krios was one of our favorites. This is going to be a very aggressive dual sport helmet that comes in over the $550 mark, but it's going to be full carbon fiber. And what that does is it creates this on-road, off-road application with the full shield that comes down and the peak. It's very aggressive, but at 3 pounds, 5 ounces, it is the lightest dual sport helmet on the market at a premium level when you compare it to an Arai, you compare it to a Shoei. Again, that's why we love it. Based outside of the fact that it's super aggressive cool, it's going to be intermediate oval, so it should fit right down the fairway for most of the American market. The Krios is just the lightest premium dual sport around. That's why the Krios makes the cut for fall of 16. Now, from there we go into the HJC Alpha 11 Pro. We just got it. It's a late ad. We just rode in it. We just evaluated it. It just blew us away. This is the one where if you told me 5 years ago I'd be saying my favorite new helmet for the fall release of helmets in the motorcycle industry was an HJC, I would have bet the pink slip on my car. There's no way. They blew me away with this helmet. HJC in the last 5 years has dramatically overhauled its high end. This is the new Alpha 11. Reminds me of an Alpha 10 Pro. Might make Jorge Lorenzo a little bit sad that he just switched to Shark. But if we look at it, it's now 3 pounds 2 ounces for a premium road race helmet at around the $400 mark. They've completely overhauled the ventilation scheme. It blew us away, and all of the aerodynamics are completely retuned. This is a race thoroughbred helmet coming in around $400, 3 pounds 2 ounces. That's really going to put a shockwave through this category. Blown away. My favorite on the table. This is the HJC Alpha 11. Now remember, you can watch a full detailed breakdown video on everything I've showed you here. From here, we're moving to my favorite picks of new graphics for the fall. Diving into our favorite fall graphics for 2016, this is my lineup. And remember, if you don't agree with my picks, feel free to join the commentary in the comments section. You may or may not get a response. Now, kicking off our favorite graphics for fall of 16, this is the AGV AX8 Naked Carbon Fury. Stop making such long names, AGV. But why do I love it? It's super light, super aggressive, super carbon fiber, and it's midnight camo. We can see the carbon fiber weave done in matte with ghosted midnight camo with a side order of aggressive Italian sexy laid in on top of it. Under the 3-pound mark, intermediate oval in its head shape. I love it for a Ducati Monster. I love it for an XDiavel. I love it for a Multistrada. I love it if you just want to be an Italian badass. That's what I consider myself. But again, AX8 Naked Carbon Fury here, done from AGV, one of my favorite new graphics from the fall. Going left of that becomes a little bit more in your face, a little bit less under the radar. This is now the pairing of HJC with Marvel Comics. This is an IS-17 Marvel Iron Man helmet. There's a Spider-Man helmet, there is a Captain America helmet, there is a Punisher helmet. But for the IS-17, which is internal drop-down visor, you can see it, and you can see how it's shielded, amber shield. This is Iron Man. They should have done this on a CL33 or an IS-33 with the flip face, but again, if we look at it around the $250 mark, intermediate oval in its head shape, again, it's cool to see Marvel teaming up with a motorcycle helmet manufacturer, and I'm shocked it's taken till 2016 for anyone to think of this. Now, moving to the middle of my table, this is Icon. This is Space, Base, Face. They're on drugs. If we look at it, this is an Armada helmet, which is going to be polycarb, super aggressive in its shape and its fit, long oval head shape. But the space-based face was one of the mid-year droppings from Icon coming out of the PDX. Space Pants! Go watch the video. We had a lot of fun with it. It is an astronaut playing the bass, probably on drugs, who lives in the Pacific Northwest. But you really need to understand what Icon's going for here, and if you don't, you might have just gotten old. Moving right along, this is now Scorpion coming to market with RevZilla Orange. This is the AT950, which is the only other modular dual sport helmet on the market besides the Schubert E1, and we love this graphic. It's called the Neocon. Comes in tonal, it comes in high vis, that'll be yellow, and it also comes in this RevZilla orange version. Yes, they did it for us. Remember, it's a flip face. The entire chin bar comes up, the visor goes down, but if we look at the graphic itself, it's blocky, geometric, it's fast, but it's still aggressive. Very, very tasteful in its design. Also going to be intermediate oval in its head shape. There's also a drop-down sun visor. They just went bananas under the $300 mark with the AT950 at Scorpion. And last up is Leon Haslam. I love you, Leon. I don't even know if you're riding anymore. This is the Haslam Corsair X. It's a classic done in matte from Arai. Remember, the Corsair X is the latest generation of race thoroughbred from Arai. It's north of the $800 mark. You need to watch the detailed breakdown video. But if we look at the color scheme, matte with Haslam's insignias on it, World Superbike Rider. Again, it's beautiful. You may not be a Haslam fan, but the helmet just works. Now, the next step in your journey is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the entire collection of models as well as graphics, RevZilla.com/guides, read other rider reviews, and watch detailed breakdown videos. You don't have to take my word for it. Remember, this is part of our larger guide series. For Fall Update, we're doing helmets. We're also going to do jackets and some apparel. But remember, helmets, jackets, boots, gloves for 2016, we've curated the best of the motorcycle market to make your decision-making process easier. Now remember, we're going to ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. And as always, click subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with our opinion in the latest and greatest in the motorcycle universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.